Hey guys! So the Seattle Flute Festival happened last week, and I did the same thing as last year where I just helped out behind the FluteWorks Seattle booth. I don't actually work for them, but they just got me to come in and help out just for that one day. So it was kind of like a gig. I don't have the responsibility of actually selling the flutes. It's great. It's like zero responsibility, and I get to talk about flutes and I get to talk to flutists. I love it. But anyway, as I was helping out, I noticed it's very intimidating trying a flute when you know that there are a whole bunch of other people around and you know for a fact that the vendor is listening to you because, you know, they're trying to sell you the flute. Typically, when you go to try flutes, you want to have a variety of excerpts or melodies or technical things that you want to fool around with on the flute because you want to test if the mechanism, if the keys feel good to you, the tuning of the flute, if that works for you, low notes, high notes, lyrical passages, more technical passages. So of course the most popular excerpts to use are orchestral excerpts. If you're at a flute festival, you will undoubtedly hear people doing the Peter and the Wolf, the Ravel, Daphnis and Chloe. The one that I completely messed up for that failed audition video that I made a while ago. Oh, you will definitely hear Debussy Afternoon of a Faun. It's very nice to test out the low register. You know, actually funny enough, I've never heard anyone do the Firebird Suite. I dare some of you to try flutes using the Firebird Suite. And then you have your concertos and your showpieces that you will always hear. You will always hear the Mozart Concerto in G, the Chaminade Concertino. Now, when it comes to something like the Concertino, I will admit that I think that it is one of the most overplayed pieces in flute literature. Now, if you are not familiar with flute literature and you can appreciate the Concertino for its beauty and for its loveliness, that is good for you, and I hope you hold on to that. Because, you know, it's like if you are on a really long road trip and you're stuck listening to the radio and it's just that one song that plays over and over and over, and even though you liked it in the first place, you end up not liking it because you just heard it way too many times. Well, the Concertino, the Chaminade Concertino, is exactly like that for probably every single flute company out there. Side note, I do think that as a flutist, if you do not know the Chaminade Concertino, you really should learn it. It's kind of like the Fur Elise of piano. You have not played the piano if you did not learn Fur Elise. Chaminade is exactly like that. I did hear someone do the Doppler, and I was so happy because that is my personal favorite showpiece. I just love how sexy it is. You bring these melodies with you that you basically memorize, because it's not like you can just bring your music with you. It's like any other convention, right? Like you have booths around and there's no place to put like a stand for you to just kind of obnoxiously stand in the middle of the aisles. But here's the thing, because everybody plays the same stuff, it's very easy to start wondering, does that person over there who's looking at me, or who I think is looking at me, does that person think I suck? This vendor is looking at me in a very perplexed manner. Does he think I suck? Oftentimes, your teacher will be there. So of course, you might even think to yourself, oh, my teacher just heard me make that mistake. I think she thinks I suck. There's just so many flutists in the same room playing the same stuff that it's hard to not compare yourself to other people. When you are the person trying flutes, I noticed that, at least for me, I would sort of focus a little bit too much on how bad I sounded, and I ended up not actually paying as much attention to the flute itself than I wanted to, because I would just get embarrassed if I hit a wrong note. But now, when you're on the other side of the booth and you are listening to a person try your flute, when they hit a wrong note, it's kind of funny because I see them kind of flinch. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot how it goes. Sorry. I'm not that good. And I'm standing there looking at them like, I don't actually care how well you play. What I care is that you find the flute that works for you. This is your Disneyland of flutes. You can play whatever meets your eye. The thought that they would shy away from trying some flutes because they think that the vendor thinks they suck, that's very sad. You're ripping yourself off, you know what I mean? You paid to come to this convention, to this festival, and then you don't try as many flutes as you can or that you want to. I realized that I probably missed a lot of opportunities when I was in other flute festivals when I was younger, because I was just too shy to try out the flutes. Don't shy away from trying flutes. One, that's the only way that you're gonna find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Two, if you don't try more flutes, you may miss that one head joint or that one flute or that one piccolo that really works for you that you probably didn't ever think before would work for you. If you have your mind set on a gold, try a silver, or try like a 15% gold, 85% silver. Try the other things that you have kind of written off. Try an aramite, try gold risers, try platinum risers. Try different combinations of metals and see what works for you. You might be pleasantly surprised. I helped so many people who were like, oh, I don't know if I should try that. And I had to be the one to encourage them, hey, let's try a couple of different flutes to see what really works for you. I was mostly there to prevent people from missing opportunities. The other thing is that everyone else who's in the room is also worrying about the exact same thing. Everyone is in their own heads. You might as well just try things to your heart's content without worrying about what other people think about you, because they're probably worrying what you're thinking about them. I personally just did not like the idea of bringing very well-known orchestral excerpts and very well-known concertos and whatever to try these flutes. So if you want to avoid the whole comparison thing, you could do what I did. I learned some tunes by ear from movie soundtracks. You guys are probably gonna want me to play some of these themes for you now, huh? Okay, fine, I'll take out my flute. This is probably the first video where I'm actually very upfront about where all these themes are coming from. I did get to play the Lord of the Rings theme once this time at this festival when it was a little bit quieter and there wasn't much going on. I played it on a wooden flute. Oh my gosh. The Lord of the Rings theme goes, the Narnia one. Now, the Treasure Planet one is one that most people really don't know, because Treasure Planet, it's a Disney movie that is highly underrated. I love everything about that movie. I like the animation, the music, I like the characters, I like the writing, I like the story, dialogue. The voice actors were amazing. Emma freaking Thompson is in it, like hello. The theme for that one is really happy and bright, and I like to use it to test on flutes. Etc, etc. It's the Treasure Planet heroic theme. Also, side note, if you listen to the Treasure Planet recording, when it does the recap of this theme at the very end, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's the big climax at the very end. If you listen really closely to the recording, you can actually hear the conductor yelling. I did pump it up quite high because I wanted to hear every single part, because I'm a nerd. He was just going, yeah! At least that's how I imagine that he probably looked like. So if you don't want to be compared to other people, just learn music that you know that other people will not use to try flutes. Then no one's gonna compare with you because they don't know what you're playing. The other way is to just not care. Everyone's worrying about themselves anyway, so whatever. I guess the biggest message that I want to send to you guys is don't miss an opportunity that you paid for. Let me know in the comments below if you have any experiences trying new instruments. I don't care if you're not a flutist. If you play any other instrument, you probably go through exactly the same thing. Did you feel like you were compared to other people? Did you feel like other people thought you sucked? Did you feel self-conscious about it? If you got over it, how did you get over it? I would really love to know how you guys deal with it. And before I end off this video, I just wanted to make a quick shout out to the subscribers who said hello to me. Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for saying hi. It made my freaking day. I caught some of you guys smiling at me and I didn't know why you guys were smiling at me. I didn't know if maybe I knew you guys from somewhere and I was just being really airheaded and not remembering who you were. It was a little bit confusing for me. So next time, just waltz right up to me and say, hello, Joanna, I watch your videos. Because that way, I'll just know that you are a subscriber. But anyway, thank you so much for coming up to say hi, though. It just absolutely made my day. So, as usual, if you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and hit subscribe for new videos every Saturday. My last video is over there. And if you guys want to catch me during the week, my social media network stuffs are down there. But otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Bye. One day, I want to try a subcontra flute. You know the ones that are like, they go up into the air and they go down to the ground and they're like literally sitting on the ground and you're just kind of like